I had a little,
And Mr. Alden, are you able to speak on Zoom? You should be able to unmute yourself. Okay, let me try this one more time.
maybe one of the other folks like you,
Yeah,
Leslie, or Vanessa might have a clear enough understanding, and you could say, "Here's the question we're trying to ask the panel, the members of the commission,"
yeah,
and Ian can give us a thumbs up or write a message saying, "Yeah, that's exactly right," and that way we know we're acting on the correct issue, and then we can discuss it and maybe get this out of the way quickly.
yeah. Kent, this is Carrie. I think I've got a pretty good handle on the issue at hand. Would definitely appreciate it if Ian is able to hear me and can confirm if I'm getting everything right. But do you want me to go ahead and kind of give you a walkthrough?
That's fine with me if Ian approves us just sort of moving forward like this.
So it looks like he's unable to hear. Give me
Oh,
just a moment. Okay, Ian, can you hear us?
Yeah, so all right, this is fine, I guess. I can either be unmuted or seen, but I can't be both. Um, so yes, what questions can I answer first?
I, I think first of all, do we need to officially bring this more meeting to order?
Yes, you do. This is a formal meeting under the Open Meetings Act. It needs to be conducted accordingly, so it would need to be opened. The agenda would need to be approved. I would need to go through the normal motions.
Okay, well, that said, I would move that we bring this meeting to order and take roll. And I believe the only agenda item is this question that was brought up by City Council regarding the timing and the effect of COLA adjustments. Um, with that, I move we bring the meeting to order.
Seconded.
Uh, all in favor? Anyone opposed to that? So, seeing no comments that that there's any problem with opening the meeting, I declare this meeting open. The commissioners, Hickman and uh, let's see, Michael isn't able to make it. So I believe the commissioners present are Sutton, Rogers, and Hickman, with Commissioner Garland uh, not being able to attend.
Correct. Commissioner Sutton here and present.
Yeah. And uh, okay. Uh, Commissioner Rogers is here as well, I believe. M- Molly, can you confirm, just even if you have to, just type it in if you can't talk, that you're present?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm present.
Okay. So don't unmute your, I mean, don't mute yourself. Just stay live.
Okay, will do. Will do.
Does that sound like a good way to proceed,
Sure.
Carrie and Molly? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Carrie or Ian, could someone, the only, as I mentioned, the only agenda item is to clarify the commission's intent, if I understand it correctly, regarding the COLA pay and how it applies to, I think it was only the mayor's salary applies or doesn't apply, or when it applies. Is that correct? Ian, was that the question that staff brought up? Maybe you could just respond by typing in, Ian, if that correctly sums up what we're trying to clarify today.
So it looks like he was on mute. I tried changing his permission, so let's see if it allows him to.
So Kent, I'll jump in and hopefully Ian can hear me and maybe fire off a panicked email to Leslie if I'm getting this wrong. But the question is that we based the mayor's salary change just on the same cost of living adjustments that were given to all city employees. And our understanding at the time of the report was that there was the 3.5% COLA for fiscal year 2024. So we did that math. And then, that was all correct. But then we were under the impression that there was no cost of living adjustment given to any city employees in fiscal year 2025, when in fact there was a tiered COLA that went out, and employees making over $100,000 a year received a cost of living adjustment of 2%. Now, my math veers slightly from the advisement that we were sent via email. It looks like my chat has been limited to Molly, which is
Oh, is that what's going on?
I can hear you.
yeah,
But
but the chat function, the being able to send chats.
oh,
Um, so I can't send that. But essentially, if you take what the mayor's prior salary was, or I guess current salary is, or the last salary that we had agreed on was $146,081, $146,081 a year. You multiply that by 1.035, that's the fiscal year 2024 increase. That brings it up to $151,193.84. And because we thought that that was the only COLA that had happened in the 2-year period, that's where we left it. In fact, there should have been an additional 2% COLA the subsequent year for fiscal year 2025. So to get that number, you would take our $151,193.84, that same number in the report, multiply it by an additional 1.02 to get the mayor that 2% COLA that the highest paid city employees would have received in fiscal year 2025. And that brings it to $154,217.71. In the guidance sent by I believe it was the deputy city attorney, he just did it as a single equation. So multiplying the prior salary by 1.055, so just adding the two cost of living adjustments instead of having them be compounding. I would argue that we should make it compounding since that's how it was for the rest of the city
Correct.
employees.
Mhm.
Oh, hey, we got Ian.
Yeah, I'm here. Like I said, you can see me or hear me, but not both. I cannot provide advice in the chat. So
Mhm.
just to be very clear, I need to be able to be heard to provide advice. My first bit of advice is never trust lawyers to do math. The legal, the premise that Deputy City Attorney Devin King laid out is correct in my opinion. There is a COLA for fiscal year 2025 that this commission just missed when it made its recommendation. I do agree with your math, however, that it should be compounded. That's the way it would normally be done.
Okay, so what I'm seeing in the report that was just sent to us, like at the executive summary, it said the mayor's salary would increases to 151, 193. So that did not include the last 2%
Exactly. So we
increase.
would need to multiply that or add on another 2% to that 151, 193 number.
Right.
And you can see the error on page 33 of the report from March 7th, at the very bottom of page 33, where it says, in basing its, in determining the numbers, it said there was not a cost of living adjustment made in fiscal year 2025. That's where the error comes in. It's page 33.
Mhm.
And so that's why it's missing that last 2%.
Okay. Okay. So yet we somehow uh, didn't make the same mistake with the counselors' salaries.
I'm not sure, actually. I haven't reviewed this with respect to the counselor salaries. I'm not sure why you wouldn't have made the same mistake though if you didn't apply the COLA to the mayor's salary.
I'm trying to remember. We might not have done just a COLA for the city council. Unfortunately, I also thought of that question about 3 minutes before logging on, so didn't have a
Right.
chance to go sleuthing. Let me pull it up now and see what I can find, what we said in the report.
Yes, I think the counselor salaries were adjusted based on median household income, if I'm reading this right. Um, so the mayor's salary was adjusted based on COLA. Counselors were based on other factors.
Mhm. Mhm.
That sounds right because we were pretty satisfied with where the mayor was at, but with the council, we're still kind of figuring out what even the right baseline to be working off of is
Mhm.
for them.
Right.
Um, so that would make sense that the counselor salaries were not adjusted based on COLA, but I'm reading now
Because we raised them by like 86 point something percent.
hmm
Yeah. So there's quite a bit of cola in there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, since uh, we've done the math, Carrie's gone all the trouble of doing the math, and Ian agrees with the math, and it corrects apparently an error in our interpretation of the COLA that we apparently thought there was none. It seems to me like this is a pretty simple fix.
Mhm.
Uh, so I would move that we or does anyone move that we adopt uh, uh, the the new $154,217 salary is applicable for it'll be the newly elected mayor, I guess. Uh,
Mhm.
Yes, Commissioner Hickman, I move that we correct the mayor's salary to be $154,217.71.
I second that.
okay, it's been moved and seconded that the new salary be 154,217 and our report be amended to reflect that. It's been seconded. Any discussion? Uh, all in favor? I guess we'll do a verbal vote.
I
Aye.
Aye. So it looks like the motion carries and hope if that doesn't resolve is there any other action we need to take to resolve this issue?
I think maybe a technical question for Ian. Obviously, I've verbally walked through the math. Is there any tie-up with the open meetings requirements if I also just follow up to the group with an email so that everybody has the numbers in front of them? Or would that, even though it's a verbatim duplicate of what we went through here, would that run afoul of open meetings requirements?
It should go into the minutes of this meeting
Okay,
that are then made public. You don't, as a general rule, you don't want to be emailing the board
yeah.
as a whole just because then you create a rolling quorum. But if you put the what was resolved in the minutes of the meeting and publish that, that should suffice.
Okay, cool. Leslie, do you have what you need for that? I feel silly just like reading numbers aloud, but are you good for that?
Yes, I do have that. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Okay,
Thank you.
does anyone have any additional business, any new business or?
Thank you, Chair Hickman. Just to circle back to approval of the agenda and approval of the minutes.
Okay, the agenda was to address the salary cost of living issue with the mayor. Was any objection or
I move that we approve the agenda.
Seconded.
in favor?
I
Aye.
Aye. And what was the other thing?
The
We
minutes.
need
Yes, thank
the
you.
minutes. Uh, do we have any minutes?
Yes, Chair Hickman, they were provided in the packet from the
Okay.
March 7th meeting.
Oh, okay. Oh, the March 7th minutes. Okay. Do I hear a motion to approve the March 7th meeting
I move
minutes?
I move to approve the minutes from March 7th. Mhm.
Second.
Aye. Oh, sorry. Just now found the minutes. Yes, aye. Approved.
I
Okay. So the minutes for March 7th have been approved. Any further business? Okay, this meeting's adjourned. Thanks, everybody, and have a great Thanksgiving, folks.
Thanks, y'all. You as well.
You too. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye. Bye. Thank you.